Welcome back to my Millennial Life Crisis. So this week on my channel, I'm going to be starting a series all about solo travel. I'm actually going to be planning my first solo travel trip this week. I actually truly have not gone on my definition of a solo travel trip. I have traveled alone for business or like a tiny bit. There was this one time, a couple summers ago, I went to Vancouver, BC. I drove up there, I stayed a night. Today I'm going to Vancouver. I wish I had someone here with me to like experience this with me. But another part of me is like, actually, I kind of just like being by myself. That was all on my own too, but I mean, that was maybe like 30 hours. I don't count traveling alone for business as true solo traveling because you're going because someone's making you for your job and you're meeting up with people there and you're serving the purpose of working on something and then coming back. And it's just a lot different than the idea of booking a vacation, like a leisure trip, just you, with like truly no purpose to it, but to be by yourself exploring a place. It's kind of scary. Like, it freaks me out. Like, I can't believe I actually haven't done that. Don't get me wrong, traveling alone for the first time on business also is a very empowering, awesome feeling. I remember the first time I did that and I felt like I could take on the world after that, but to travel alone for leisure, that is so crazy to me. So for today, I want to talk about the baby steps to starting to travel alone, because you don't have to go from family vacations all your life to suddenly going across the world to Europe for a month. It doesn't have to start like that. I think the first most important thing you must do is hang out alone in your own city. Go to a sit-down restaurant and eat by yourself. Life is good, everyone. I got some oysters, I got a beer. A couple years back, I went to Hawaii with my family, but I got in at 1 p.m. and my family was getting in at midnight. So I had all this time to myself and I was not used to being somewhere alone like that. I remember I went to a restaurant to eat by myself and the whole time I was so paranoid and uncomfortable, feeling like people were staring at me because it's so weird that I'm by myself. Fast forward 3 years later, I'll go eat at a sit-down restaurant by myself anytime. Nobody cares what you're doing. Literally, no one is paying attention to you. When you're by yourself for the first time, you are just so inside your head and you can't get over what people think of you. And then the more you start to do it, the more you realize no one's paying attention to you. And you can just live your life and go do these things by yourself just fine. So I thought a good exercise to get ready for my trip would be to go somewhere in my own city by myself and just go hang out with myself. So I'm gonna go to the Frye Art Museum. I've seen this online and one of my favorite artists has been featured there, Jennifer Ament. This is her work right there. That's how I figured out what the Frye Art Museum was. None of my friends wanna go with me, but I wanna go. So I'm gonna go, let's go. It just hit 1:30 and some church bells are going off. Oh, it's Easter. I totally forgot it's Easter. Wow, okay. I don't really celebrate holidays, but hi, Easter, what's good? I just found some free street parking. It was kind of a struggle. I had to like circle like 15 blocks, but I found it. Quick little summary overview of what the Frye Museum is, because what is it? I don't even fully know, so let's look it up. Frye Museum. Excuse the church bells or enjoy them, whatever your vibe is. The Frye Art Museum's mission statement on their website is, the Frye Art Museum is a living legacy of visionary patronage and civic responsibility committed to artistic inquiry and a rich visitor experience. A catalyst for our engagement with contemporary art and artists is the founding collection of Charles and Emma Frye, access to which shall always be free. It's a museum that's free to go to, that is full of art that Charles and Emma Frye collected, I'm assuming. It's a non-profit and it supports contemporary artists. Let's go check it out. some of it, didn't love the exhibitions. Like, honestly, just gotta be honest with myself. But I did like the salon, which is like this big room with all these beautiful old paintings in these like big, beautiful frames. It was really cool to just be in that room. I liked going to that alone because I liked just being able to soak everything in and internalize my own opinion. Sometimes, like, when you're with people, you feel like you need to keep up a conversation, and so you don't really get to think deeply or observe your environment as much as you wish you could because you're distracted by the upkeep of this conversation with this person that you're with. And when you're by yourself, it's so low maintenance. You can just chill out and observe things, and I love that. Today's main event is we're gonna go to the Tulip Fields. So the Tulip Fields here in Washington, most people go to Mount Vernon, which is an hour away from Seattle. So I'm planning on going there around 5 o'clock. I'm meeting up with Tiffany, who's a photographer, and we're gonna take photos, I think just like of each other for fun and just to like see the tulips. I haven't really seen them, but I'm very excited to introduce you guys to Tiffany because she takes a lot of really awesome photos. So yeah, so hour away, meeting her at 5. What's the big deal, right? The only issue is there is the most gnarly traffic going north towards those tulip fields around typical rush hour, like 2, 3, 4 p.m. So I've decided I'm just gonna leave my house ASAP, avoid the traffic, camp out at a Starbucks or something. We'll see where the day takes us. There is a Lululemon outlet on the way. Yeah, we got a couple Lululemon outlets here in Washington. It's really great. So we'll stop by and check it out. I don't know if I'll even get anything, but I kind of just want to like show you guys what it's like inside a Lululemon outlet. We are outside of the Seattle Premium Outlets in Tulalip, Washington. So random. I would never go out of my way to come here. I mean, some people definitely do. I feel like most outlet malls are outdoor also, like very California, Florida design of being like outdoor. Every outlet mall I've ever been to, they're all outdoor like this, and I don't know why. I've only been to this place one other time when I was like 12 years old. I really wanted to go to the Coach outlet. I got a little pink wristlet with like the C's on it. I'm gonna try and practice some self-restraint. We'll see how it goes. The only thing I should be intending on letting myself purchase at the outlet is tops because I don't have any tops, but I just bought a new pair of pants, so I really shouldn't go buy another one. But yeah, let's see what kind of deals they have. OG YouTube watcher, you know that store. Oh, hot, AC on. Oh my God, okay. Lululemon outlets are worth going to because they actually do have really good deals. They typically also have like a sale of the day. So today's was an extra $10 off sports bras and cropped pants. I got this shirt. It's in this pretty light purpley color. It fits actually so well. It's really soft fabric, super thin, so good for the summer. This was originally $58 and it was on sale for $29. Then I got this sports bra. It's in more of like a purple lavender color. Usually I don't like their sports bras. I don't like how twisty and little strappy the backs are, but this one had very minimal straps. It was more on the simpler side, so I did like it. It's very comfortable. Originally this was $48. Actually, let me see the receipt. They sold it to me for, had a final sale sticker price of $34, but then they were like, sports bras are $10 off, so $24. And then for some reason they rang it up as $19. So $19 for this, that was actually such a good deal. Okay, so got a little coffee. I have 30 more miles to go before I'm in Mount Vernon. So, oh my God, also the Lululemon lady was like, oh, what are you doing today? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the tulips. And she was like, oh, they didn't cut them yet? And I was like, I don't know. Made it to Mount Vernon. I'm gonna Google what to do here or what to Here we are at the tulip field. So many pretty flowers.
do the very popular thing of like cutting to me editing, and yes, I also edit in bed. I think every YouTuber like really does just edit in bed like this. Okay, so I forgot to do an outro for some reason, but that was basically my 2 adventures, somewhat solo. The first one definitely solo, the second one I drove 50 miles away, spent most of the day by myself, and then met up with someone, so it felt pretty solo. Yeah, I hope this inspired you. I will be doing more stuff about solo travel this week and booking my trip, so be sure to subscribe to my channel. And I want to give a little shout out to Tiffany as well. She is who I met up with in Mount Vernon. She's a photographer. She takes really awesome photos. We took some really cool stuff, so I'll have her linked below. You can totally book her. She's great. I'd highly recommend her. She's way better at taking photos than me. She's quite talented and she's awesome. So thank you guys for watching today's video. You only have like 4 more days left to order merch if you're interested in that as well. That's what I'm wearing in the photo with Tiffany, and I'm starving. It's 7 a.m. and I really want to eat breakfast, so I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye.